I don't know who created it, if it was Future or Migos, but all them sound the same. I said, me in the studio one night trying to do that shit. Like, man, cut this shit off. Fuck out here doing, don't rap like that.
I mean, you know, he definitely talking, you know, he definitely riding, expressing, you know, where he from and what he about, you know, without the cripping, gang banging, blood and all that kind of, you know, that right there to me takes a little bit off of it.
Listen, hold on, stop the music, hold on. Hey, this is 50 though.
The rap game has been shaped by many legendary figures who laid the foundation for what it is today. However, when it comes to the new wave of rappers trying to fill their shoes, let's just say the legends have some pretty mixed feelings. And trust me, they haven't held back in making their opinions known, often checking these new generation artists and putting them in their place. From icons like Snoop Dogg,
did it with a gang slang. You ain't
gang, they got to use that word. I'm speechless. Two goofballs in the pool.
To 50 Cent.
Yours is not gonna work. You know why? Because you stupid. I want the way you approach it. How? First you with the CD or album? Nah, what the there's nothing to play right now. There's nothing you can show me right now that's gonna help you.
And Nicki to DJ Akademiks.
The people you rep won't stop your jaw from being broken.
The reactions have been strong and unapologetic. Let's take a closer look at some of these interactions. First up, let's talk about the one and only Snoop Dogg. Back in 2021, Kevin Hart and Snoop had a hilarious moment on their Peacock show, 21 and Done, where they joked about the Island Boys. They showed a clip of the twin brothers trying to sing in a pool, and both Hart and Snoop couldn't hide their embarrassment. They were ready with their jokes as soon as the footage ended. "I'm speechless," Snoop said after watching the clip. "Two goofballs in the pool, I don't know and ain't trying to understand it."
I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy.
I'm speechless. Two goofballs in the pool.
You know why I'm not speechless?
Why?
Because I'm an island.
The Island Boys, especially Flyy, didn't take kindly to this roasting. Flyy got wind of the segment and decided to go off on Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg, directing most of his energy towards Snoop. "If he were to say that to me in real life, on sight I would fade," Flyy warned in 2021. "I would beat his I swear to God on everything in my life I would. I swear to God, if I ever see him, it's on sight."
If Snoop Dogg would have said that to me in real life, on sight I would have faded. I would have beat his ass on everything. I swear to God, my life I would have. I swear to God. If I ever see him, it's on sight.
But Snoop, being the seasoned veteran he is, wasn't fazed at all by these threats. In fact, he found it all pretty amusing. Snoop took to Instagram to troll the Island Boys, captioning his post with a playful jab, "I don't want no smoke wit, cuz." His followers were quick to point out that trying to mess with someone like Snoop Dogg is just asking for trouble. It seemed like the Island Boys got the message too, because Flyy soon issued an apology, backing off from his initial threats. "My fault. I didn't mean to be mean to Snoop Dogg," Flyy backtracked. "All love Snoop Dogg. He's an inspiration and he kinda put me down with the way he was talking about me. At the end of the day, I am a human being and I feel like he tried me. Alright, Snoop Dogg."
Hey, my fault. I didn't mean to be mean to Snoop Dogg. All love Snoop Dogg. You know, it's just, he's an inspiration, you know. He kind of put me down with the way he was talking about me. So, you know, at the end of the day, I am a human being.
Next up is T.I., who had to put young Jock in his place once. This all went down during a radio show where Jock started prying into T.I.'s personal life. See, T.I. and Tiny were going through a rough patch, heading towards divorce, and Jock thought it was his business to get T.I. to talk about it on air.
Divorce.
I love you, man. What you say? I don't want to see you and Tiny split, man.
But T.I. wasn't having any of it. He shut Jock down, making it clear that his family issues were nobody's business but his own. Jock kept pushing, trying to get T.I. to open up for the listeners, but T.I. stood firm, repeating that it wasn't up for discussion.
You right, it ain't, but we on air right now and people want to know.
I know we on air. I'm not telling you on that. It ain't your business, man.
Okay, well,
Even when another host tried to step in and get T.I. to spill the tea, he stayed solid, telling her the same thing. His family problems were off limits.
Fuck, please.
I would just say,
Man,
Okay, who are those?
it ain't your business. You mind your band. Leave me alone.
Please talk about my headband live on air.
But that wasn't the only time T.I. had to check someone. There was another instance involving Bow Wow. Now, Bow Wow was out performing at a nightclub in Atlanta, and during his set, he decided to disrespect Ciara, his ex from back in 2005. He shouted into the mic, "I had this B first," which obviously didn't sit well with a lot of people. The video went viral, and fans were pissed at Bow Wow for being so disrespectful. Not long after, T.I. and Nelly ran into Bow Wow and decided it was time to have a little chat. Ty didn't hold back, letting Bow Wow know that what he did was completely out of line. Bow Wow tried to explain himself, but T.I. wasn't having any of it. He made it clear that Bow Wow's behavior was unacceptable, and he needed to show more respect.
Dropped your ass off and never came back. Now. There you go. Look. So what you switch sides for? Look. Why you switch sides?
Moving on to Gucci Mane, he's another one who's not afraid to put people in their place. Known for his no-nonsense attitude, Gucci has had to check a few rappers in his time. Take Ola Run, for example. Gucci saw potential in the Atlanta rapper and signed him in 2019, even hopping on a few tracks with him to boost his career. But things took a turn when they were on IG Live together. Gucci mentioned he might finish up a song they were working on later that night, and Ola started talking crazy, pressing Gucci about it. Gucci wasn't about to let that slide. He checked Ola right then and there, letting him know that kind of disrespect wouldn't fly.
Nah, we ain't gonna do all that on live, man.
Man, gonna tell me, hey, run the business, don't try to run my life. What kind of time you gonna that strong, man?
No, man, hell nah, I wasn't saying like that.
Ola didn't listen, kept up his attitude, and Gucci ended up dropping him from the label. Since then, Ola's career hasn't really taken off, and it's clear that messing with Gucci was a bad move. Gucci had another incident at a radio station during a meet and greet. He was there signing autographs and taking pictures with fans when a guy walked in and started freestyling loudly. The timing couldn't have been worse, and Gucci wasn't in the mood for it. He quickly checked the rapper, telling him that nobody wanted to hear that right now. The rapper looked crushed, dropping his head in disappointment.
It was up all way one. I ain't talking about my young can't nigga cut their dog. Who the hell that is? If you ain't know, that's right now. Not now, bro. This ain't no freestyle, man. I thought you knew.
Gucci Mane hasn't only put young rappers in check, he's had to put a rap OG in his place too. Back in 2005, Gucci found himself in a heated beef with Jeezy. It got real intense when Jeezy dropped a track and put a bounty on Gucci's infamous ice cream cone chain, offering 10 bands to whoever could snatch it and bring it to him. This led to a wild situation where a group of 5 guys showed up at Gucci's place to try and take his chain. It got physical, and Gucci, fighting them off, managed to grab his gun. He fired a shot to defend himself, hitting one of the attackers, a guy named Pookie Lock. Pookie Lock's body was found behind a nearby middle school 3 days later, and when the cops got involved, Gucci turned himself in, claiming self-defense. The courts agreed, and he got off on those grounds, but Gucci wasn't about to let it slide. He later dropped a diss track targeting Jeezy and Pookie Lock, expressing his anger and frustration over the whole incident. Fast forward to late 2020, and the beef between Gucci and Jeezy reignited during a Versus battle where they went hit for hit with their biggest tracks. Gucci performed his song Truth, which explicitly mentions the Pookie Lock incident and disses Jeezy. After finishing the track, Gucci doubled down, telling Jeezy directly that he's still smoking on Pookie Lock. This was a blatant reminder of their violent past, and it was clear Gucci still held a grudge.
Fuck the internet.
I tell you what.
Put that in the dirt.
I tell you what.
Smoking on Pookie Lock tonight.
I tell you what.
Jeezy tried to play it cool, suggesting that they should let the situation go since it had been 15 years, but Gucci wasn't having any of it. He told Jeezy he said what he said and wasn't interested in discussing it further. Gucci made it clear that if he couldn't be real and perform Truth, there was no point in doing the Versus battle at all. Jeezy was visibly taken aback, didn't expect Gucci to come at him so hard during the event.
I did it as a real man. It's been 20 years.
15 years.
Okay, well, how many? You still talking the same? You feel me?
Listen.
Let me talk.
I don't want to talk. I'm through talking. It's your turn to do the song.
That's
what
right,
it's gonna
that's
do?
right.
Moving on, let's talk about the queen of rap herself, Nicki Minaj. She's had her share of beef, and one notable incident was with DJ Akademiks. Akademiks has been taking shots at Nicki for years, openly criticizing her music and questioning her longevity in the rap game. He frequently compared her to other female rappers, and in 2019, Nicki had enough. She slid into his DMs and things got heated. She asked if he'd be in New York, and when he confirmed, she went off on him. Nicki didn't hold back, saying, "You've been mad since I made a joke about you with Joe Budden on my show. The people you rep won't be able to stop your jaw from getting broke." She even added, "I know too much about your family for you to be playing with me, you hoe-ass rat. Where you at now?" Akademiks tried to play it cool, discussing the beef in interviews and acting unfazed.
The people you rep won't stop your jaw from being broken. And I'm like, ain't that like, that's not like warm and welcoming? Do you think so?
Warm and welcoming?
But then he took to Twitter, clearly feeling the heat, and posted, "Nicki Minaj just put a hit on me. If anything happens, or I miss a meal, she did it." Now let's talk about 50 Cent, who's known for not backing down and always ready to put someone in their place. One notable incident happened when he was on stage with Meek Mill. While performing, 50 had a run-in with former G-Unit member Trav. Out of nowhere, 50 said something to Trav and then pushed him away.
Listen, hold up, stop the music, hold on. Hey, this is 50 though.
The tension was palpable. Meek Mill and others on stage quickly tried to calm 50 down because they knew he wasn't messing around. Meek even stepped in, telling 50 that he and Trav were like family, so there was no need to escalate things on stage.
Respect the art.
Luckily, Meek was there to defuse the situation, or it could have turned ugly real quick. But that wasn't the only time 50 Cent had to check someone. There was this one time he was out having dinner with Nicki Nicole, just enjoying his night. Suddenly, an up-and-coming rapper ran up on him, clearly upset. This guy was mad because 50 wasn't giving his music a listen. Things got heated quickly. The rapper squared up with 50, asking him if he was going to hit him. He kept pushing, telling 50 to check out his IG. And when 50 still wasn't interested, the guy told him he was being unfair.
But look at my IG at least. Look at my IG at least. That's a hit me, go ahead. You can fight. I don't care. Yeah, just take, man. Nah, I don't care about the camera. You play something.
The whole situation was caught on camera, with the rapper and his friend behind the lens urging 50 to just listen to his tracks. But 50 wasn't having any of it. He firmly put the guy in his place, telling him that this aggressive approach would get him nowhere.
You know this is not going to work. Why not? Because you're stupid. I want to know your approach. How? First you want to see me or have me? Nah, what the there's nothing to play right now. There's nothing you can show me right now that's gonna help me.
Thankfully, 50 handled it without throwing any punches, but the clip went viral. The rapper later posted a video on his Instagram challenging 50 to a fight, clearly trying to milk the moment for some quick views on his music.
Feel me? Like, yeah, I grew up listening to your music, I salute you, feel me? But when I approached you, I was like, yo, I want you to look at my Instagram. That was it. Boy, you was getting gangster, my hey. Don't fly over here, my G.
Now, let's move on to Jay-Z. Nowadays, many newer rap fans see Jay-Z as a hip-hop billionaire with incredible business acumen, but back in the day, Hov was in the trenches, hustling and making moves. In 2018, he showed everyone that he's still not to be messed with. A video surfaced showing Jay-Z pressing Offset backstage. Even though the video had no audio, you could see Hov walking Offset down while Beyonce watched from behind. Rumor has it that the tension started because Offset planned to make a track for Cardi B called Cheese My Beyonce. Neither Jay-Z nor Offset spoke publicly about the incident, so fans speculated about what really went down. Despite whatever happened, Offset clearly still respects Hov, proving that even though Jay-Z checked him, it wasn't something to hold a grudge over. The rumors and the video footage made it clear, Jay-Z is still a force to be reckoned with. Speaking of Offset, he's had his own moments of checking people too. Offset, being part of the legendary rap group Migos, has had his fair share of drama. In 2018, Chicago rapper King Yella dropped a track called Cardi B Truth over the beat from Offset's Ric Flair drip. Yella even posted an old photo of him and Cardi B together, which didn't sit well with Offset. A video surfaced showing Offset checking King Yella over the phone.
Yo, inbox him up. I'm a bozo, nigga. No, none of that. You said what? You said what?
said what? You said who?
Now let's talk about the time Drake put another rapper in his place for not paying back money he owed. YK Osiris, known for his catchy tunes, started getting a reputation for owing money to various rappers. In late 2021, a video surfaced showing Drake manhandling Osiris on a basketball court. Drake literally picked him up and pushed him out of the way. Shortly after, another clip hit the internet where Drake took it up a notch by humiliating Osiris because of the money owed. Drake made Osiris perform his hit track Worth It to clear off the 60 bands he owed. Drake let Osiris know that the money he owed wasn't just pocket change, so he had to do something to pay it back since Osiris was initially reluctant to perform.
60 bands, and you have to perform the song right now in the crib. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? I'm giving you an out. I'm not Baby, I'm not Boosie. You don't owe me no 2 rags, 5 rags. You owe me 60 bands?
You just gotta be ready. Oh, again.
All these money issues seem to leave Osiris isolated in the rap game. By October 2022, he went live on IG and revealed he wasn't rocking with Drake or anyone else in the industry anymore. Fans were concerned as Osiris broke down in tears, feeling like everyone, especially Drake, was fake to him.
Y'all keep using that Drake shit, huh? Drake don't fuck with me either. Me and Drake don't talk. Me and the baby don't talk. Nobody in the Osiris. So you tell me why should I keep living? I don't get it. Like, why y'all saying like y'all would tell me all the time, but I'm giving y'all explanations like why?
Hopefully Osiris is in a better place now that he's paid off most of his debts to other rappers. Moving on, let's talk about Kanye West, who's known for his fiery temper and no-holds-barred attitude. One day, Ye was in a room with several people, including Dame Dash, getting things ready for his album Donda. As the music played, Ye asked where the bass was because the beat wasn't hitting hard enough. Chance the rapper was also there and leaned over the couch to talk to Ye. Whatever Chance said clearly pissed Ye off, as he started screaming at Chance, telling him to sit his ass down.
They got into it, but they worked it out.
After the incident, Chance mentioned that it made him see Ye differently, feeling that Ye went a bit overboard. Next up is Travis Scott. Back in 2018, a video surfaced of Travis pressing Tory Lanez in his trailer after a show. Travis and Tory were cool, but in the video you could see them almost throwing hands over an argument.
Are we apologizing or are you want to shoot the fade, my nigga? Everybody can get out of here. Every single person can get out of here. Literally every person can get out of here and we can shoot the fade, my nigga. Everybody get out. Everybody just get out of here, my
The video cut off before things got too out of hand, but it was clear that tensions were high. Now let's circle back to Drake because he's had his fair share of drama too. Back in 2012, Drake and Chris Brown got into a crazy fight at a bar. They were hanging out at Whip nightclub in NYC, chilling in the VIP section. At some point, Drake started pointing and yelling, checking Chris Brown. Chris began screaming back, and that's when their entourages jumped in, shoving each other back and forth. It got pretty heated, and at one point, someone threw a bottle, sparking a massive brawl. Club security stormed in to stop the fight and had to call the cops for backup. By the time the cops arrived, both artists had fled the scene. The club suffered serious damage, with busted tables, broken mirrors, shattered lights, and scratches all over the floor. Multiple dudes from both crews got hurt and needed medical attention. Chris Brown ended up with a major gash on his chin after allegedly getting hit with a bottle. Photos of Chris's SUV taken after the fight surfaced, showing what appeared to be blood on the back of his car. Rumors initially suggested that Chris sent bottles over to Drake's table, which Drake turned down, but a witness later denied this. We've also got some OG rappers who've never squared up with any new rappers but haven't held back on sharing their thoughts about the new generation of rap.
You alright?
I'm Lil Pump.
Lil Pump and J. Cole.
What's good, man?
How you feeling?
Take J. Cole, for instance. He's been a staple in the rap industry for quite a while now. There was a time when he was a young rapper hustling to make his name and earn the respect of his peers and fans. He definitely achieved that, but now looking at the next generation of rappers, he's not exactly impressed. This might sound petty, but for J. Cole, it comes from a genuine place. In 2018, he dropped a track called 1985, named after the year he was born. In this song, he reflects on being 33 at the time and how his perspective perspective has shifted over the years, but he also takes the opportunity to address the mumble rap generation and share his thoughts on their music. He raps, "I know you think this type of revenue is never ending, but I want to take a minute just to tell you that that ain't true. One day them kids is listening gonna grow up and get too old for that ish that made you blow up. Now your show's looking light cause they don't show up, which unfortunately means the money slow up. Now you're scrambling and hoping to get hot again, but you forgot you only popped cause you was riding trends. Now you old news, and you going through regrets cause you never bought that house, but you got a Benz."
One day them kids is listening gon' grow up and get too old for that made you blow up.
Let me break that down for you. J. Cole is saying that, unlike rappers who put in the work to create songs with lasting impact and memorable experiences, setting up their own unique brand and style, mumble rappers are doing the opposite. They're riding trends, trying to leave their mark, which works for some. But when they all sound similar, it's hard to tell who's who. You'd never confuse Eminem, Drake, and J. Cole because their styles and lyrical flows are distinct. J. Cole's calling out these new rappers because he thinks they need a reality check. 1,985 Inches ended up being a big diss track aimed at Lil Pump, one of the most notable mumble rappers. There's a line in the song about not having a house, which hit Pump hard, so much so that after the song dropped, he went and bought a $4.5 million house just to spite J. Cole. Pretty dumb, right? Cause it's a total waste of money, and exactly what J. Cole was warning against, blowing money on frivolous purchases just to keep up appearances. So who was the real winner in that back and forth? J. Cole, obviously.
Shit, yikes. Finger bang, chicken wang, educate. Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate Lil Wayne. I should aim at everybody in the game, pick a name.
Next up is Eminem. When it comes to Slim Shady, he just can't stand what's going on with the young rap generation. Honestly, he hates them with a passion in most cases. But by his own admission, he's willing to admit that he doesn't want to destroy all of them with his music, just most of them. One rapper who skates by on his good graces, Lil Yachty. Sure, Eminem did take a shot at Lil Yachty when he dropped his Kamikaze album in 2018, but it's a bit tricky to pin down exactly what he meant. For those who don't know, Lil Yachty is one of the social media rappers, meaning he got his fame first on platforms like Instagram before boosting his popularity through his music. Honestly, it's pretty impressive how Lil Yachty paved his way to where he is today. He moved to New York, dabbled in fashion modeling, networked like crazy, and more. As he started making music, people began to like it. His tracks got used in popular YouTube videos, and soon, big names like DJ Khaled and Chance the Rapper started paying attention to him, which he deserved in his own right. So what led Eminem to diss him? Let's look at the diss itself. M raps, "I can see why people like Lil Yachty, but not me though. Not even dissing, it just ain't for me." By Eminem's own account, he's not technically dissing Lil Yachty, but in his own way, he kinda is. You see, if there's one thing Eminem hates more than his own haters, it's mumble rappers, and Lil Yachty falls into that category. Granted, Yachty is one of the better ones, doing his mumble rap thing in a tongue-in-cheek way, but that doesn't mean Eminem is down for it. He has nothing against the guy personally, but he really doesn't like what Yachty represents. A generation of rappers who don't focus on flow and storylines, just making music they think sounds good because they made it. Ironically, Lil Yachty was actually cool with this, noting that he would love to have a beef with Eminem if it ever happened. Beefs do make people more popular after all, but since it's been a long time since Kamikaze dropped and there's been no further contact between the two, it's likely a dead issue. So there you have it. What do you think about this list? Let us know in the comments section and we'll catch you in the next video.